Okay, you guys, I am back with another topic. But first and foremost, let me say thank you for pressing play to listen to my CarCast, a quickie with P. It is very much appreciated. So I realized like this month is Mental Health Awareness Month, so that's just a great way for me to talk about healing and spiritual journey and how I think that they're the same thing and they go hand in hand. Let's get into it. Okay, so I believe that a spiritual and healing journey go hand in hand because you're both doing the same thing. Like, I don't know why people call it a spiritual journey and a healing journey are two different things, because in order to heal, you got to go within yourself, the spirit, realize what has traumatized you or caused you to feel some type of way or caused you to act the way that you're acting as you were growing up. And once you realize that, then you heal from it. You figure out ways to heal with forgiveness, or heal from guilt, or heal from some type of trauma that you've seen or witnessed. So that's why I think they go hand in hand. Now, I will come back and I will tell you a couple of things that I have done on my process of my spiritual journey. Okay, so the first thing I did through my process of healing was I became a loner. I didn't feel like being around anybody. I didn't feel like dealing with anybody else's attitude, anybody else's emotions, problems. I just wanted to go to work, go home, and just be by myself. And it wasn't a depression. It's just like I just didn't feel like dealing with anybody. So that caused me to write, because I didn't have anybody to talk to. So I just started to write down my thoughts, how I felt for the day, who messed with me the wrong way. And me writing resulted into me figuring out how to deal with those different people and deal with those emotions, and how to resolve not going back to that same place of being triggered every time. So that's two things. Now the third thing was I found my happy place. I found 4 things that I love to do, and I'm gonna tell you about what having a happy place means to me. Okay, so happy places. I mean, people say, oh, I know, what's your happy place? Or, oh, I'm going to my happy place. Now, to me, a happy place is my own personal thing. Like, I'm not doing something that another hobby that somebody else does, or whatever hobby is trending at the moment, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, I want to do it. Like, I genuinely found my happy place, and my happy place was some things that I liked to do as a kid, and I loved, which was the beads and the stones. I loved those type of things as a kid anyway. So I brought that back. And gardening came because my grandmother used to garden all the time. She did flowers and stuff. And my great grandmother did gardening, but she did herbs and stuff. And it come to find out that that's what I naturally came to. So my hobby was personally for me. And it's when you find yourself talking about your hobby like all the damn time. I talk about my garden all the time. I go to the crystal store all the time. I go to the bee store all the time. And if you follow me a lot, then you already know, like, when I go somewhere, I'm going to a bee store, crystal store, and I'm talking about my garden. That is it. That's my happy place. That's when you know you're at a place that brings you sense of peace. Whenever you're feeling some type of way, like, you know what? I'm gonna go sit in my garden. It brings me peace. Calms me down. Brings me back to a level-headed state. So that's what I mean by a happy place. Find your happy place. Find a place that's just sacred, just for you, your personal reasons. I don't care what it is. It could be drawing. I don't know. It could be writing. You might end up writing a book. Find your happy place. So that was the third thing that I did as far as my happy place. I will say, healing is not just on the good side. There is kind of a bad side, a dark side to it. And you have to be willing to go through the dark side to get to the good side. And the dark side is literally writing down or recognizing your past traumas, shedding those past tears, crying. When I tell you I cried like a big ass baby. I cried in my sleep. I cried in my car. I cried watching the dumbest cartoons that didn't make any sense of why the hell I was crying about it. I just cried because my body needed to release all the past traumas or all the things that just got me to this dark place. I needed to cry those out, because I was always telling my friends, like, I just need to cry. Like, I want to cry so bad. So I had to go deep, deep, deep in there and bring out those things and cry it out. And in the process of crying it out, some of those things you're going to have to address to people. Like, address the problem to that person. Talk about to that person. Now, you might not get the feedback that you want from that person, and it's fine, because it's not about them. It's about you getting rid of all that and you letting whoever know how you feel about a situation and how fucked up it was, or even how good it was. But we're talking about the bad stuff, or how fucked up it was. Now, and if they don't give you the response that you're looking for, it's fucking okay. But you're gonna feel better about yourself because you was holding it in so long, and you finally got to say it out loud to that person. So I think most people call that shadow work, but let's just say we're gonna call that releasing trauma tears. And my phone is ringing, so I'll be right back. Okay, so, and after you release all those trauma tears, you'll start to realize that you're looking at different things in a different way. The things that used to piss you off or make you feel uneasy, or it doesn't matter anymore. You're more at a calming state. Now, you will get at a calming state, and people that you would normally be around all the time might think you weird or being different or whatever, or something's wrong, because you're not reacting to the normal reaction that they're used to. So and I don't mind being around people, but if you're around somebody that's always angry and always having something negative to say about every damn thing, and you try to give them the positive outlook on stuff, and they never take it in, it's gonna drain the shit out of you. And who the fuck wants to be drained? Nobody wants to be around somebody and all they do is just drain the energy off of them. No matter how bad you try to make them look at the good side of stuff, they just want to be mean and angry and sad and depressed and negative and talk about somebody all the damn time. Dismiss they ass. And it's okay to dismiss them. And another thing, this is just an opinion of mine. Like, I really think that us as women, we really need to stay on our mental health behaviors, like, more than the males. And I only say that because we are the type, women are supposed to have, we're supposed to make sure everything runs smoothly. This is my opinion. I feel like we're supposed to make sure everything runs smoothly around us. The house, your job, like, everything just runs the way it's supposed to run. And you're supposed to have that mental state to make sure that it does. So if I'm the woman of the house, and every time I come home it's everybody gonna be mad all the goddamn time. My husband gonna be mad, my boyfriend he gonna want to be around me, the kids gonna be all huffing and puffing, they gonna be angry all the time. If I wake up like that, they gonna go to school angry. I feel like us as women, we should be more in tune with our mental health state than anything else. Now, when we do that as women, I feel like we help our men better, because these men out here, you have a lot of men that are scared to talk about their mental health or how they're feeling at that. Like, I've been around guys, and you can have one or two guys that be talking about, you know, man, yo, such, like, really telling they supposed to be homeboys how they feeling, and they'll be like, man, dude, like, man, stop being a wimp, man up. Like, okay, so you mean to tell me they can't let their guards down around your own fellas? Then we have a problem. And guys, I feel like if you got a group of guy friends, and y'all talk about the same shit all the time, y'all can't genuinely talk to your homeboys and tell them how you feeling about something or what's going on, because you're feeling some type of way, because they gonna look at you weird or judge you because they feel like you being more feminine than masculine. You need to get rid of them. They not even a man, because masculinity ain't all about goddamn not showing no emotions. So yeah, I really just wanted to talk about that for a minute, because I'm very kind of into